Today we have been blessed to be able to interview the Dragon Queen, the great Zariana. Hey, how are you?
Hi, thank you for having me on your show.
Of course.
I love your videos.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So, first question. If you had to swap lives with someone, anyone, who would it be and why?
Oh my goodness. Wow, that's a interesting question. Well, the only one I can think of off the top of my head is Santa Claus.
Santa Claus, yes, why?
I love Christmas and the whole idea of Santa Claus, a jolly, happy toy maker that loves the world's children and wants to bring happiness and joy to the world's children.
That is a wonderful
And
choice.
I would like to be that person.
That's a wonderful choice. I like that answer.
The beard might itch, but I could get used to
You
it.
can always shave it.
Well, then I wouldn't really be Santa Claus.
Yeah. Which movies or book character do you most relate to and why?
Oh goodness, that's
Sorry. My bad. Sorry.
that's when I have to think about. Somebody I have to relate to would probably be Fievel.
And why?
Just a poor mouse, Just
I'm not familiar with Fievel. Who's that?
oh, he's the little mouse
Oh, okay.
in a story.
So, like a character.
Yeah.
Like a book character?
Yeah. Or I don't know, maybe I didn't. Actually, in reality, I most relate to Squidward.
Oh, yeah, really?
Always angry. Everything pisses me off.
Oh, yeah.
And totally unlikable.
A few people like him.
Well, yeah. But having an artistic side that's unrealized. That's kind of how I feel.
Okay, alright. If you could be in any movie, what would it be and what would your role be?
Well, I think it's obvious to you, anyone who knows me, I would have to be in Star Wars.
Ooh, okay.
And I would have to be the reincarnation of Darth Vader.
Darth Vader, so you're going villain.
Well, not necessarily. Ever since I first saw the Star Wars movie, which I will admit to going to the theater over 20 times to see it, along with
Over
my
20?
friends. Oh, yes.
Wow.
People who, back in the day, Star Wars was more than just a movie. It was a movement. It was something special. And theaters were sold out for long periods of time with that movie.
Wow.
And people were going constantly. And Darth Vader was my favorite character.
What would be your catchphrase and why, if you had one? If you had a catchphrase, what would it be and why?
I am Zariana, the Dragon Queen. I make no apologies. I am sassy, bitchy, and bossy. Don't piss me off.
That's a wonderful catchphrase. What's a funny memory you always look back on?
Well, there are several, and they all involve you.
Oh, wow.
Doing silly things,
Okay.
like walking through the living room and falling down.
Was that really necessary?
Yes.
I mean, I did ask, so. But
Yes.
really, that one?
Yes. Well, that's one of them.
One. Okay. You have more?
Well, for instance, today we were at Dunkin' Donuts and you went like this and banged your head on the wall.
The wall was super close. It was not my fault. Who placed it there?
Well, let's be realistic. Everybody has clumsy moments, right? And
Everyone.
they are the most funny.
Okay. If you turned into a Disney villain of your own, what would you call yourself? Like your name. What powers and or abilities would you have?
Wow.
Big question. A lot of words there.
I really, really like Maleficent.
Ooh. There's a lot of movies of her being good and bad or mixed.
Well, that's just it.
She's like a mystery.
She's everything.
I like that. But if you could be your own, what would it be?
Oh, good golly. Well, I guess it would have to be, Disney would have to create Zariana the Dragon Queen.
What would you be your powers and ability? I probably know the answer, but I would like your opinion on it.
Fly.
Mm-hmm.
I'd have a hell of a bite. And, yes, burning things to a crisp.
So ability of fire.
Just basic dragon.
Okay. So dragon ability.
Flying, roaring, breathing fire, and scaring the crap out of people.
Wow. Okay. If your personality was a drink, what would it be and why? Interesting question, isn't it? Uh-oh. You okay there?
Actually, to be honest, nothing is really coming to my mind.
Okay.
I don't know. If my personality was a drink, what comes to your mind? What would it be? I'll turn it back on you.
Okay. Knowing you, probably
Something explosive?
a coffee.
A coffee.
Because there's many kinds, many different effects of coffees. There's a lot of things, like you are kind of a mix of everything. Like you could be, you can be not aggravating. You can be,
Wow.
no, you can be very sassy.
Yes.
You can be very out there. You can be very little energy, more energy sometimes.
Yes.
A lot of things, different personalities. I think coffee would be a good one
Okay.
because there's a lot of differences.
I like coffee.
Me too. I just had coffee, a little bit of coffee this morning. You had,
Yes.
what did you have?
Pineapple, mango,
Lemonade.
lemonade refresher.
Yep. All right. Next question. What values do you hold on to no matter how much your life changes?
I believe in honesty. I know that sometimes you kind of have to say a little white lie because you don't want to hurt somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
But I believe, for the most part, in honesty.
That's
You
good.
know, I don't want people playing games with me, and I don't play games with
That's
people.
kind of very bad. That's not nice. Not
No.
well, you know what I mean.
No, honesty is important to me. Morality is important to me. And I don't know. I guess I just, want to try to always present the best that I can be.
Yeah, that's very nice. What's an important life lesson you keep, and what are some that you let go, if any? That you did let go, if any.
Well, an important life lesson I've learned is not to judge other people automatically. Because if you don't know the person, you don't know who they really are. You know, they could be having a very bad day.
Oh, yeah.
So I know I wouldn't want to be judged
Absolutely not.
all the time because now I have my moments.
Oh, I do too. What is something, if any, have you let go?
Yeah, I can't fix everything.
Oh, that's a big
Now,
one.
I haven't let it go, but I do try to let
To the
it go.
point you let it go.
Oh, God.
Difficult, isn't it?
It is. Because I'm just the type of person that if something's wrong, I have to fix it.
You want to help others, so you want
I
to
want
fix
to
it,
help
but it's
others,
not possible.
but yeah.
What does success mean to you?
Oh, my goodness.
Success.
People say that money can't buy happiness. And I do agree with that to a certain point.
Yeah.
But not completely.
I do as well.
And success, I think, is if you have gotten to a point where you are happy in your life,
Yeah.
happy with your family members, which is really difficult sometimes, but happy with the friends who surround you.
Oh, yeah.
And I think that's success right there.
Okay, you're gonna like this one.
Oh, God.
What's something you would say to the world if everyone could hear? Go for it. Just do it.
My message to the world would be, stop being assholes.
That's amazing.
Calm down. Think, take a deep breath, and try to be kind to people.
Oh, yeah.
Try to understand that everybody's different,
Oh, yeah.
and it doesn't matter who lives next door to you. It doesn't matter who the president is. It doesn't matter what's going on in other countries. You can't control that. All you can do is try to put love and patience and kindness in the world. And you'd be surprised what comes back to you. You don't have to agree with everybody, but you have to understand that everybody has a right to their opinion. Doesn't mean they can force their opinion on you, but you can't force your opinion on them either. You just try to be tolerant. And when you can't do that, just breathe fire on them.
That is a powerful message.
And burn them all to a crisp.
Powerful message right there. Has anyone ever pressured you to become something you're not?
Oh, God. Yeah, people wanted me to conform to what they thought I should be. And I'm sorry, but, I lived the life other people wanted me to live for a long, long time. And to this day, I regret it. Because I don't regret that I got married and that I had a child and that now I have you in my life. Those are the good things.
Yeah.
But if there were things I could change, there'd be a lot of things that I would change.
What is something you're very passionate about? Like hobbies, if anything. Like what kind of hobbies are you very passionate about? Gaming. Some people are gaming, drawing. Any hobbies? What is your passion?
Writing.
Right. Okay, that's a very interesting one.
I have poems and stories and things.
Poems and stories are how you get your feelings out a lot. And how you express your creativity, which is very amazing.
Well, and when I was growing up, and I was living with my grandparents, I was picked on so much.
Yeah.
And I survived by creating stories in my head. Sometimes I was a rock star. Sometimes I was an astronaut. Sometimes I was a cowboy, right? Or cowgirl, cowboy, whatever, riding,
Yeah.
I mean, superhero. I had many, many different... And then at one point, I started to write down names of my imaginary friends, and I started to evolve it into different types of stories.
You should let your imagination fly.
Yeah.
And I think that's important.
That was my way to escape reality.
That's my way.
I created my own world.
Something I wish I could jump into that world and run away from here.
Yeah, where I could be anything.
Anything you want.
And anyone I want.
Be with anyone you want and can be.
Yep.
What is something you wished everyone could see about you? This is a deep one.
Oh, I hate this question. Well, I think I try very hard to be a good person. I try to help whenever I can. And I just wish people would take the time to get to know me rather than just judge me based on my appearance or something I might have said offhand or whatever.
Yeah.
Or how kooky I might be acting.
Yeah.
Just inside there's a different person.
So basically you want everyone to see what you are in the inside. Or like everything you are, you know? The fun, nice, honest, everything good person.
Well,
even the crazy.
yes.
What would you say to those who struggles with life constantly? Good question to end it.
I think you're a good one to answer that question too.
Well, you've been through a lot too.
Well, I guess the first thing I would say to you is, no matter how bad it gets, don't give up.
Oh yeah.
And if you're going through stuff, it's kind of like these words aren't going to really matter, you know, because it's tough to hear it and understand it and believe it.
Or want to hear it.
Exactly.
I know that for a fact.
Things can get better.
Over time, man.
If you surround yourself with the right people and you do the work yourself, because you have to do some of the work.
I still have some work to do.
Well, everybody has work to do. I have work to do also. You know, just don't give up on life.
Yeah.
No matter how bad it is. It's hard when you're younger because you just don't think it's ever going to end or ever going to change. But it does.
Eventually.
It changed for
me. It
me.
happens.
It changed for me. My grandparents were my saving grace. And it took a long time for me to understand who I was, what I wanted to be, and to get the courage to just, well, I don't want to say it, but to tell people to...
F off.
Yes, F off. You know, and...
some people really need to hear it.
I wanted to live whatever I have left of life. I want to live it and I want to be happy. And you can be happy. But sometimes you need help.
Sometimes you can't walk through hell alone.
No. You'll never walk through hell alone.
No, I don't know. I always have you and my dad's.
Yep.
I know you were my saving grace. You're my angel.
I know
It still is.
There's that song, I'll walk through hell with you.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
I prefer heaven, but I will walk through hell with you. I'll pull you out of hell.
Oh, yeah.
And there's...
Pull me by my hair.
Trust me, there is someone in your life. Maybe you don't know them yet. Maybe you have to find them. Maybe they're there, but you just don't realize it. There is someone in your life that will be your angel if you let them.
You just gotta be open to anything.
And
just help you.
If it's bad now, it may take a few years, but then something miraculous could happen. And things could be so wonderful that you won't even remember what it felt like to be depressed or whatever it is you're going through.
My apologies.
Yeah, that's
What? No, I didn't get much sleep last night.
So yeah, just don't give up, please. Don't give up.
Well, I just want to thank you, Zariana, for giving us your time for this interview. It was such a pleasure to interview you.
Well, thank you for having me, and I want to say your questions were really amazing questions.
Thank you. Anyway, guys, we hope you enjoyed this interview with the great Zariana, and I will see you next time. Please let us know in the comments what you'd like to see next, and if I should continue to do this with anyone else. Bye, guys. Love you. Yeah.